Midday.
Welcome to KITV4's Island News Midday, Hawaii's only midday newscast. Happening now, animal welfare advocates protesting at the animal shelter. The group People for Animals First up in arms over the lack of action from the Hawaiian Humane Society's board of directors. This after making a complaint that the Humane Society excessively euthanizes animals. KITV4's Nicole Tam live at the protest now with an update. Nicole?
Lindsay, yeah, that's right. I'm outside the Humane Society where these animal rights activists as well as community members are standing here behind me along King Street hoping to raise awareness on these high euthanization rates. Now joining me now is Sarah Worth, who is with People for Animals First and also a former employee of the Hawaiian Humane Society. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here. I appreciate your all support.
So what are you guys doing here?
So People for Animals First, we wanted to bring transparency to the Hawaiian Humane Society. We were killing too many treatable, adoptable animals. And we have, as you can see, there are a lot of community members that want to help out. A lot of other animal organizations that stepped up, but the Hawaiian Humane Society kept saying no. And one of the biggest issues is that the CEO, Lisa Fowler, under her policies, under her regime, things have gotten horribly bad for the animals and for the people working here.
So what's the goal of this event?
So what we want to do is raise community awareness of what's happening, because this Hawaiian Humane Society belongs to all of us. Hawaiian Humane Society has been here for 130 years. It's the only open admission shelter. Our taxpayers' money pays for it. So we need to take ownership again of the Hawaiian Humane Society, and this order needs to be removed.
And how can people get involved?
Well, we're asking that you reach out to your senator or legislator, because our tax dollars do pay for the Hawaiian Humane Society. We're also asking people, we have a petition online at change.org, where if you could please watch it, sign it, share it, greatly appreciate it. And also on Facebook, we have People for Animals First webpage, and it'll keep you posted on what's happening next.
All right, thank you so much for joining me here today. And these protesters will be out here until 1 o'clock this afternoon, and you can hear more reaction from them coming up tonight on KITV4 Island News at 5, 6, and 10. Reporting live outside the Humane Society, Nicole Tam, KITV4 Island News. Back to you.
Nicole, thank you. We are getting our first look at this morning's Great Aloha Run at both the start line and the finish line. Have a listen. And they're off as thousands of runners and walkers took part in this year's Great Aloha Run, dominating the streets of Honolulu. The 8.15-mile course started this morning at 7 at the Aloha Tower and finishing at the Aloha Stadium. Roughly 20,000 people took part in today's race, and our KITV4 cameras were rolling as the first two racers crossed the finish line, which happened to be a husband and wife couple from Boulder, Colorado.
Oh, there was no snow, so that was a plus. Yeah. Beautiful weather here as always. So good sunshine, no rain, and just beautiful clear skies.
Weekend in paradise.
Clearly happy to be running without any snow involved. Andy Wacker and Carly Remper finished the race in just under 48 minutes. And the weather is looking good for today, but a flash flood watch posted for portions of the state. Tasia Worley now has the latest as we take a live look from the windward side. Tasia.
Hey, Lindsay, as you can see, our runners are running in beautiful conditions. Our windward side, partly sunny conditions as well. For our Honolulu side, we are continuing to see all of that beautiful weather just emulate throughout the western half of the state. We do have a few isolated showers for those mountain areas closer to the north side, as well as a few isolated showers for our leeward coast and our Mauka areas. As you did mention, we do have that flash flood watch in effect for our Maui County throughout Hawaii Island. That's because of this system just the southeast of the state continuing to be pulled up, and we are expecting wet weather tonight into our rest of our week until our Thursday. So flash flooding, we could see heavy showers begin already by later on this afternoon into tonight, especially for Hawaii Island through Maui County. That flash flood watch means that conditions are favorable for flash flooding. Now remember, flash flooding is life-threatening, and we're just going to remember to not cross a fast-flowing water in your vehicle or on foot. We'll have more with your hourly forecast coming up after this, but for now, Lindsay, sending it over to you.
Tasia, thanks for the update. News at midday, the Waikiki Aquarium opens its new Living Reef exhibit. That's an interactive and evolving exhibit highlighting reefs in the Indian and Pacific Oceans. And this exhibit includes 12 wall tanks featuring a living reef ecosystem, also an interactive kiosk with information on coral ecology and physiology, marine ecosystems, plus more, a 3D educational sculpture showing the smallest building block of a coral colony, a polyp. That exhibit shines the spotlight on the most recent coral research at UH Manoa, mainly focused on Hawaii-based coral reef ecosystems. It's located directly to the right of the entrance of the aquarium's galleries. And also new at midday, Foodland Ala Moana offering their new calabash meal kits. Mix and match meals designed by Foodland's culinary team, making meal planning and preparation much easier. Calabash comes complete with fresh ingredients from meat and veggies, noodles, rice, sauces, garnishes. Allows you to cook up a meal at home in 30 minutes or less. Consumers just have to follow the directions. Those kits are $13.99 to $17.99. And in observance of the President's Day holiday, city and county offices are closed today, including all driver's licensing centers and satellite city halls, but your trash will still be picked up as normal. Transfer stations will be open. Now, on-street parking is free except along Kalakaua Avenue and around Kapiolani Park. Parking restrictions are in effect in Lonakai, and that bus will run on a Saturday schedule. More trails are opening up at the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, and over the weekend, a section of Halemamau Trail opened along with another section of the Ka'u Desert Trail, and sections of the park have remained closed because of damage sustained during last year's eruption of Kilauea. And good news for Hilo residents, 2 beaches closed since 2017 might just reopen in time for summer. This according to the Hawaii Tribune Herald. And Hakalau and Kolekole beach parks were closed after lead was found near Highway 19 bridges. Cleanup will start as soon as the depth and exact area of the contamination is determined. And still to come on Island News Midday, a look at today's Money Matters financial segment. That's still ahead, and a preview of those major stories on Island News. Here's a live look outside over Honolulu. Looking gorgeous. Island News Midday. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
For Island News Midday.
Welcome back to Hawaii's only midday newscast. The latest financial news now. Reaction to U.S.-China trade talks. How that could spell good news for stocks here at home. Plus, looking for that new pair of shoes. Well, one discount store is closing its doors in the U.S. And with today's business headlines, here's your Island News Midday's Money Matters.
Island News Midday's Money Matters, brought to you by Hamada Financial Group.
If you're looking to get an idea of how this stock might perform today, well, look no further than Asia, because markets higher across major indexes and optimism over U.S. and China trade talks. Japan's Nikkei average was up nearly 2%. The Shanghai Composite, China's largest, 1.6%. Now, a parliamentary committee is recommending the British government increase oversight of social media platforms. And the report called out Facebook in particular, saying the social network site violated data privacy and anti-competition laws. Facebook and other social networks have been facing increased scrutiny over how they handle user data. And also, a former employee for the data firm Cambridge Analytica is subpoenaed by special counsel Robert Mueller. Cambridge Analytica was part of President Trump's 2016 campaign, but was shut down last year after it improperly obtained data from millions of Facebook users. Brittany Kaiser, a former director for the firm, did allegedly cooperate with Mueller's team, but her lawyer says the subpoena came, quote, long ago. Kaiser reportedly visited WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange a few months after the election. And finally, Payless shutting down all of its U.S. locations. The Kansas-based Low Chain is liquidating its inventory in the U.S. and Puerto Rico, and stores will remain open until the end of March at the earliest. Now, increased competition from online retailers and discount stores such as TJ Maxx are attributing to the decision, and Payless was founded in 1956 by 2 cousins offering footwear at affordable prices. But we do have some good news for those that love a bargain. Daiso offering up a second location in Hawaii, this time in Honolulu on the corner of Pi'ikoi and Young Streets. It's expected to open this spring in Japan's famous value store. It opened its first location in the state last month in the Pearl City Shopping Center, and this new location, well, it's currently hiring right now. And we'll take a look at island weather. We'll look at the windward side. Sunshine for now, but wet weather on the way. Tasia Worley has the latest. Hey, Tasia.
Hey, Lindsay, that's right. As we're getting beautiful weather for your Monday. Taking a look at our forecast. That low pressure system just north of the state is pulling up our winds, giving us light and variable winds up to 15 miles per hour. That's why on our radar earlier we saw a few.
Welcome back to KITV4's Island News Midday, happening now in animal welfare advocate protest at the animal shelter. The group People for Animals First up in arms over the lack of action from the Hawaiian Humane Society's board of directors. Now, this all comes after making a complaint at the Humane Society excessively euthanizes animals and has a toxic work environment. That complaint was first made about 2 weeks ago. So KITV4's Nicole Tam following the latest developments from the picket lines. We'll have an update for you on KITV4 at 5:60 on KITV.com. And new at midday, we're getting our first look at this morning's Great Aloha Run at both the start line and the finish line. Have a listen. So that right there, runners, you could see them taking off. They ran all of the way to the Aloha Stadium. A great race. About 20,000 people took part. Let's take a look at that island weather right now. Live look at the windward side. Tasia, what's the latest?
That's right, flash flood watch from Maui County all the way through Hawaii Island. We're continuing to see showers all the way until our Thursday. And tonight we do have the supermoon coming up.
We do.
We'll see it tomorrow morning at 5:23.
5:23. We might be able to